What if the Blue Jays' path to redemption after Game 7 heartbreak isn't about spending hundreds of millions, but about making one brilliant surgical strike? What if the answer to Toronto's closer crisis was discovered by a rebuilding Pirates team that accidentally created a shutdown weapon? The trade proposal that just dropped isn't just about swapping players, it's about championship chess. Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome to Jays Quick News, your go-to spot for the latest Toronto Blue Jays updates. Today, we're breaking down why the Nathan Lukes for Dennis Santana trade proposal might be the most underrated genius move of the entire offseason. This isn't just a one-for-one swap, it's a masterclass in roster construction. Smash that subscribe button because we're about to reveal why this could be Toronto's secret weapon. The Toronto Blue Jays just had a proposed one-for-one trade surface that could solve multiple problems simultaneously. According to Heavy.com's trade pitch, Toronto would send fan-favorite outfielder Nathan Lukes to Pittsburgh in exchange for closer Dennis Santana. On the surface, it seems simple, but the strategic brilliance here runs deep. Dennis Santana finished 2024 with a spectacular 2.18 ERA across 70 appearances for Pittsburgh, converting 16 of 19 save opportunities while posting a microscopic 0.87 WHIP. Those aren't just good numbers, they're elite closer numbers achieved in one of baseball's toughest environments, closing games for a last-place team. Think about that psychological pressure. Santana was protecting leads for a Pirates squad that wasn't winning much, meaning every save opportunity carried massive weight. He delivered under that stress. The Blue Jays recently acquired Chase Lee from Detroit in a minor trade, signaling their commitment to bullpen depth. But Lee is a middle relief project, not a ninth-inning solution. With most elite free agent closers already signed to massive contracts elsewhere, Toronto's front office is pivoting to the trade market. And this is where their championship intelligence shines through. Nathan Lukes posted a 255 average with 12 homers and 65 RBIs in 2025, establishing himself as a legitimate major league contributor at age 31 after years grinding through the minors. His story embodies everything fans love about baseball: grit, persistence, and finally breaking through. Lukes became a valuable platoon outfielder who could start, provide quality at-bats, and play multiple defensive positions. In any normal circumstance, you keep that player. But these aren't normal circumstances. Toronto is positioned as the overwhelming favorite to sign Kyle Tucker, the best position player available in free agency. Tucker is seeking a contract worth approximately $400 million and would immediately become Toronto's right fielder. That's where Lukes plays. The math becomes simple. If Tucker signs in Toronto, Lukes becomes roster surplus. Better to trade from a position of strength than watch value evaporate. Here's where this trade proposal reveals its championship DNA. The Blue Jays aren't trying to replace Jeff Hoffman, they're trying to save him. Hoffman remains one of Toronto's most valuable relievers when he's on, but 2025 exposed a critical flaw. He allowed home runs at an alarming rate, culminating in the most devastating pitch of the season. Game 7 of the World Series, top of the 9th inning. Miguel Rojas crushing a game-tying homer that sent Dodger Stadium into delirium and eventually led to Toronto's heartbreaking extra-inning loss. That moment doesn't just haunt Hoffman, it haunts the organization. It haunts every fan who watched their championship dream die on one swing. Creating internal competition by adding Santana accomplishes 3 strategic objectives simultaneously. First, it provides insurance. If Hoffman's home run issues persist in spring training, Toronto has an immediate replacement ready. No scrambling, no desperation trades at the deadline. Second, it creates healthy competition. Hoffman thrives when motivated, and knowing he must earn the closer role rather than inherit it could unlock his elite form. Third, it gives manager John Schneider tactical flexibility. Matchups matter in October. Having 2 proven closers allows Toronto to deploy the right weapon in the right situation. Santana's background adds another fascinating layer. He struggled mightily with the Yankees earlier in his career, posting ugly numbers in the American League East. Pittsburgh claimed him off waivers, and something clicked. His sidearm delivery confounded National League hitters all season. The concern about returning to the AL East is legitimate, but consider this positive angle. Santana now understands what doesn't work in this division. He's already learned those painful lessons with New York. His Pirates' success came from mechanical adjustments and mental growth. That experience becomes invaluable. This proposed trade echoes Toronto's 2024 deadline philosophy that nearly delivered a championship. Remember those bullpen acquisitions that helped carry them to Game 7? Same strategy, different execution. The Blue Jays are doubling down on what almost worked, but with better pieces. For Pittsburgh, this trade represents perfect asset management while building around generational ace Paul Skenes. Skenes won the NL Cy Young Award in 2025 after a historic rookie campaign in 2024, becoming baseball's most exciting young pitcher. But Skenes can't win alone. Pittsburgh ranked near the bottom in offensive production, and here's where Nathan Lukes becomes their perfect acquisition. Lukes would immediately slot atop Pittsburgh's lineup as their everyday right fielder. His contact-oriented approach makes him an ideal table setter for whatever middle-of-the-order threats the Pirates develop. He provides on-base percentage, situational hitting, and veteran presence for a young core. And here's the brilliant part for Pittsburgh. Lukes plays the exact style that complements Skenes' dominance. Skenes keeps games close, Lukes gets on base and manufactures runs. It's textbook complementary roster construction. Meanwhile, moving Santana allows Pittsburgh to maximize value on a 9-year-old reliever with just 1 year of team control remaining. The Pirates aren't competing in 2026. Santana's value peaks now. Trading him for a cost-controlled outfielder who fits their timeline makes perfect baseball sense. Both teams win by operating in different competitive windows. If this trade materializes, expect fireworks at spring training. An open, closer competition between Hoffman and Santana creates the exact pressure cooker environment that elevates performance. Both pitchers would enter camp knowing nothing is guaranteed. That hunger produces results. Scenario 1. Hoffman dominates spring training and reclaims his elite form. Santana becomes the setup man, and Toronto boasts one of baseball's deepest late-inning arsenals. Scenario 2. Santana wins the job, and Hoffman's pride pushes him to become an even better eighth-inning weapon. Scenario 3. Both pitchers excel, and Schneider deploys matchup-based closing depending on the situation. All three scenarios represent massive upgrades over the 2025 bullpen that let Game 7 slip away. For Nathan Lukes, Pittsburgh offers something Toronto can't provide once Tucker arrives: opportunity. He'd become the Pirates' everyday right fielder with a chance to post career-best numbers in a lineup designed around contact and speed rather than power. Lukes could thrive in PNC Park's spacious outfield dimensions. His late career breakout could accelerate further. That's a win for him personally, and a win for Pittsburgh's rebuild timeline. The Kyle Tucker variable remains the catalyst. If Toronto signs him to that massive deal everyone expects, this trade transforms from proposal to inevitability. Tucker's elite left-handed bat changes everything about Toronto's lineup construction. Suddenly, Lukes becomes the luxury piece you sacrifice to fix your biggest weakness. That's championship roster management. So here's the championship blueprint. Sacrifice a beloved depth piece to acquire a proven closer with elite stuff and team control. Create internal competition that pushes everyone to peak performance. Add tactical flexibility for October matchups. Position the organization for success, whether Hoffman rebounds or Santana seizes the role. It's risk mitigation and upside maximization executed simultaneously. The Blue Jays are 1 year removed from Game 7 heartbreak. One swing away from glory, one pitch away from redemption. Dennis Santana could be that pitcher. This trade could be that move. And Nathan Lukes, as much as we love his story, might be the price of championship pursuit. What do you think, Jays Nation? Is this trade the missing piece? Does Santana fix the ninth inning? Can Hoffman bounce back with competition pushing him? Drop your predictions in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on. We're covering every move as Toronto builds toward championship redemption.